Welcome to Business Live. I'm Mark Croskery in BL tonight. Major conglomerate, that's PanJam Investment Limited, trading in their shares here. Advisory by the company. A connected party purchased 800 shares on August 16th. Now, NCB Financial Group, that's ticker symbol NCBFG, advising of a huge transaction here by their subsidiary. NCB Financial Group advises of the intention of its wholly owned subsidiary, that's National Commercial Bank Jamaica Limited, one of, or the largest bank right here in Jamaica, to raise up to $300 million US. We got that right. It's a big figure there, 300 million US, by way of securitization of its credit card merchant voucher receivables. They've done this before, folks, and they continue to do it. One of the ways that they bring in those dollars or that money into the balance sheet of NCB Financial. The transaction will be rated by Fitch, the ratings agency, and will be placed in the international private placement market by Greyfell Capital Management LLC as an arranger. The transaction, the deal, is expected to close by September 30th of this year. Now, getting to some earnings reports still coming out hot and heavy on the JSE Jamaica Stock Exchange. iCreate Limited reporting another strong quarter. Earnings surging here, 200%. Talk about another profitable quarter here by iCreate. The company, iCreate Limited, reported their second quarter earnings 2022, and by the numbers, they continue to show improvement year over year. Revenue hit $34.4 million for the quarter versus $15.4 million in the previous year or year over year. And net profit, which we love on Business Live on BL, it rallied $6.3 million from $2.5 million year over year. Earnings per share increased, likewise, 3 cents versus 1 cent for the second quarter, and shareholders' equity, that's the balance sheet of iCreate, closed the quarter positively at 26 million Jamaican. Continuing that earnings trend, EduFocal Limited, it's their 10th anniversary year. They're making it count, moving profit even higher at EduFocal in the second quarter as well. EduFocal reported revenue 72 million, a big move up versus 16.8 million year over year, and net profit improved 9.5 million versus in the previous year a net loss in the second quarter. Likewise, 2.6 million, a big swing of events positively for EduFocal and their shareholders. Year to date, that's a half year or 6 months. Net profit of EduFocal now stands 11.5 million Jamaican dollars, and total equity, that's a big jump there. Funds came in from that IPO and these profits, retained earnings. They closed the quarter just under 200 million Jamaican, 199.4 million for EduFocal board of directors, shareholders. Last up, overseas markets, US markets. Kohl's cutting earnings and revenue forecast. The board of directors of the company comes out cutting guidance here, primarily based on inflation and the impact that this is having, the company states, on the middle income spenders coming out to their stores. Kohl cites is seeing customers making fewer trips to their stores and lower spend per transactions based on what they're seeing or per transaction. Now, the company revised forecasts and sees net sales for fiscal 2022 to be down 5 to 6% as a result, and additionally adjusting earnings per share, that's the EPS, to be in the range US 280 to 320 versus 645 to 680. That's the big drop off, not necessarily on the top line, but on the bottom line here by Kohl's. I'm Mark Croskery. This is Business Live. Have an excellent evening.